Today's video is going to be about the Schrade SCHF21 boot knife. My name's Brian and you're watching Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. Thanks for joining me. As I said, this video is going to be about the Schrade SCHF21 boot knife, and this is one of those kind of one-piece designs from Schrade that is the whole knife is one piece except for this cap here, and it's got a hollow handle, very similar to the SCHF1 and a couple other of their knives. This is a little smaller. We'll show you that in a minute, but before we get much further, we'll go ahead and tell you the specs and show you the details on this knife. So let me readjust things. Okay, well, this is once again the Schrade SCHF21 one-piece drop forged boot knife. Features a double-edged spear point blade of 1070 high carbon steel, a hollow handle with an O-ring seal and a glass break on the end, and a glass-filled nylon boot sheath. The blade length on the SCHF21 is 4.5 inches or 11.4 centimeters. The handle length is also 4.5 inches or 11.4 centimeters. The overall length being 9 inches or 22.8 centimeters. The weight is about 1/3 of a pound or 145 grams, and the street price on this knife is right around 53 bucks. Okay, well, that was some of the specs and details on the Schrade SCHF21 one-piece boot knife. And I just want to show you this sheath. It's kind of a neat sheath. It actually locks in. It's got a little lever here, a spring-loaded lever that attaches it. A little tab here that hooks into a tab on the knife. So it gives you a really solid retention. It snaps in and it's just not coming out. There's one little drawback to that I found, which is if you don't put the knife in correctly, it's only got the little indent on one side. So I think that'd be an opportunity for Schrade to make an improvement on this, is go ahead and put the indent on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way you put the knife back in, it's going to lock in. Because if you try to put it in the other way, as you can see, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So you can put it in, but it won't lock. So if you got this thing engaged and you want to get it out, you just reach down, either use two hands or just reach down with your finger, push that button, and it slides right out very easily. It also has, let me put this up because it is really, really sharp. Okay, so it is double-edged. If you guys live in California, New York, or Massachusetts, you're not allowed to have one of these, apparently. That's as best I can tell. Schrade can't ship them to those states anyway. But I want to show you, it's got a kind of a spring-loaded sheath on back, so you can clip this on your boot if you want to, or you can also put it on a belt. So actually, if you just want to take it off and use it to strap it on something else, you know, with these strapping retention, maybe onto a vest or whatever, to your pack, you can do so also. It's not really a bushcraft type knife. Again, I'm trying to review some kind of different stuff. It's 100% no doubt this is a weapon, period. But it's a cool little weapon. It does, however, have this hollow handle. It has a glass break on it, so you could use it, you know, to get out of a vehicle or whatever. And it's got enough room in this handle. You could put a, let's see what I've got here. Yeah, so I've got a little ferro rod here, and it pretty much bottoms out about right there. So it's about that deep. So what, maybe 2 inches deep, and maybe, you know, almost a 1/2 inch around. So you could put some tender quick tabs in there, or any kind of really fire starting or first aid or whatever you want to put in there. Actually, there is as I showed you, a rubber seal here. So I'm guessing that's pretty close to waterproof. They don't say it's waterproof, but I bet it is. Altogether, just a really nice little knife. And I just did want to show you, I happen to have this big brother here just for comparison's sake. So this is the SCHF1, which is the same design. It's a hollow handle. You know, I call them Rambo style knife or whatever, but survival type knife. So here's the SCHF1, and here's the SCHF21 on top of it. So you can see there's a significant difference in size. Fits my hand perfectly, by the way. It's got those little finger guards here. So if I needed to stab somebody with it or cut somebody with it, you know, I think I could. And that, straight up, that's what it's for. It's a defensive weapon or an offensive weapon, however you want to look at it. But so we're not going to do a bunch of bushcraft stuff. Look, I know what you want me to see. I know what the burning question in all your minds in this thing is. You know, since the balance point is kind of back here, not really in the center, you know, how well is it going to really perform for what you really want it to do? Okay, once again, I feel I really have to tell you that Schrade does not recommend throwing knives. I don't recommend throwing knives. This is a very, very fine little point. I think it's probably very easily damaged if you're not really careful. So I wouldn't throw this if I were you. Under no way would I ever throw a knife like this. Okay, just kind of did that to show you that this thing's pretty strong. You can see it's not bent any way, shape, or form. The tip's not deformed. Again, probably just voided the warranty on this thing. Schrade is not going to recommend that, but got to tell you, pretty impressed with the balance on this thing. Altogether, and I have to say, I think this is a really cool little knife. It's definitely not a bushcraft knife. It's definitely a weapon. And I'm not a knife fighter, don't know anything about weapons, but I am still enough of a kid to think it's really cool. So if you are looking for a kind of a very kind of small, concealable type, super solid little knife, and you don't live in California, New York, or Massachusetts, this might be a really cool little addition to your collection. Again, it's got the glass break on it. It's got the hollow handle. You can put some little sundries in here. I'm going to put fire stuff in mine probably, but you can put whatever you'd like in there. And there you go. That's a Schrade SCHF21 one-piece forged boot knife, 1070 carbon steel, double-edged, super sharp, super balanced, and super cool. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up. Let Google know you like outdoor knife videos and stuff. Please share it with your friends. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, Survival Scouter, website, survivalonpurpose.com. If you want to support the channel, please check out the Amazon links below. I really appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time.